Alright guys, how's it going? So yesterday I made a video about John Henry's yacht, the Elysian, being up in Aberdeen. It had travelled up from Edinburgh. It's on the move now actually. It left Aberdeen this morning just before 5 AM and it's on its way down to Tayport, which is near Dundee. It's the Fife area. Yeah, if you're in Tayport, get yourself down there. You might see Linda. Anyway, so I made that video, just to say to you guys, you might hear rumours of John Henry being, in the UK. Don't just assume that he is in the UK just because the yacht's in the UK or whatever. But I did say to you, maybe, if you see him at the game, then fair enough, he's obviously there, right? And what happened? He turned up at the game. So, listen, right? John Henry hadn't turned up yesterday to watch Liverpool play football. You know that, don't you? Right? So, remember last year, the last transfer window, when it was kicking off, it was well, we documented it, didn't we? It was well documented on the members' website, especially. I know I did videos about it, and the rumours at the time were that, Jurgen was, do you remember the phone throwing incident, alleged incident, at the Bellingham stuff, and the Bellingham camp being, in the area, and then Liverpool, if you believe the rumours, ending their interest in the player and Jurgen not being happy. All rumours and speculation, if you don't believe that, that's up to you. But that was the claims at the time. And it was rumoured again that, John Henry wasn't happy with what was happening or not happening. And if you remember, he turned up out of the blue in the country, and that was when the Casado bid went in. Some people feel that, it was just a stunt to try and appease Jurgen, to show that they were serious. All that shit went on. Basically, that was, the last time, the last summer transfer window when John Henry turned up. And obviously he turned up yesterday. So, if you want to think he turned up because he loves Liverpool and he just came to watch it, the game of football, then fine. But I would say that that he's here to oversee business, to oversee his asset or whatnot. I did see one video clip of him that someone had filmed, but he was just his, usual bland, self. Really, he doesn't say anything. Doesn't mean that you're a miserable fucker if you don't say anything. But when you're, I don't know, when you ignore, I never understand it, when people ignore people. But there you go. Just smile. Someone shouted down to him, John, will there be any signings, John? He's fucking ignored them. I'd have just looked up and gone, yeah, we'll see. Why can't you reply? Why can't you just, you know what I mean? Like, you're not going to divulge what you're doing, but why not smile? Hey, well, you never know. Do you know what I mean? Like, some miserable fucker. Do you know what? I had some miserable fuckers commenting on that video yesterday about John Henry's yacht. Do you know what I mean? What's that all about? Yeah, saying it was sad tracking his yacht. No, it's not fucking sad. We worked it out, didn't we, guys, between us? We were like, hang on, the yacht's here, Maybe we want to see Linda stripped off at the front there, you know what I mean? With the old... Maybe not up in Scotland, but and again, there was a Ford desk. Anyway, what was I going to say? I was going to say something about Ford Escort hubcaps, but it doesn't matter. So, they don't do the Escort anymore, do they? Did they ever bring it back? I can't fucking remember, I don't know. Anyway, my mum had a Ford Escort once. Yeah, it was a Mexico. Do you remember that? Ford Escort Mexico. I used to love driving that car, it was fast as fuck. Anyway, so John Henry was present yesterday. His whereabouts right now are unknown, but we do know that that his yacht is on the move down to Tayport, and I will keep an eye on it. It's a bit fucking funny. It's people that are checking the yacht for. Well, why fucking not? What you doing? You know what I mean? Like we want to know what's fucking going on. It's an ideal place to host someone in it, away from hotels in Liverpool and that. Do you know what I'm saying? You never know, do you? You never know. Mbappe 2025. You never know, guys. So, reason for the video was just to say, yeah, well, John did turn up yesterday. Reason for the video is to say, well, that obviously, in my eyes, in my opinion, has to be related to transfer business and things like that, to see what's going on, oversee things. Big decisions to be made, big decisions to be made in and out regarding player contracts and things like that. So, John, he ain't there just to watch a game of football, guys. That we do know. So that's the reason for the video. And just to let you know that it's on the move. It's currently it's going into Tayport. Not long before it's there. Yeah, I like to do shit like this. It's currently going at 9.2 knots. 9.2 knots. I nearly said kilometers. 9.2 knots. It's underway using engine. Well, it's not using fucking paddles, is it? That fucking thing. Do you know what I mean? That yacht used to be owned by a big Russian, very wealthy Russian. We got caught up in fraud allegations. Yeah, and John being John saw a bit of a deal there, if you like. Knowing John, you know what he's like, don't you? You know what I mean? Someone in trouble, something in trouble. Let's buy it on the fucking cheap. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. Apparently, that yacht costs up to £10 million a year to run. I think it's somewhere around 7 or 8 million on average to run. But listen, there are that yacht has been used previously to host business matters regarding Liverpool Football Club. So I will always keep an eye on where it is. And I do, and I track it. And like I say, when I woke up this morning, the little notification was there that the fuckers were on the move, like, so I don't know why, like, listen, I did that video yesterday just to be like, I don't know, I was just warning people, John Henry, you might hear it, he's in the country, and that, you know what I'm saying? That was it. DKB. All right, guys, I'm off. Let me know what you think about John Henry. No, don't let me know what you think about John Henry, because I'm sure the comments won't make for good reading. But I think you would agree with me that John Henry wasn't at Anfield to oversee his beloved Liverpool play football or soccer. So we know that he's in town to oversee some big decisions. That's my opinion. All right. If you appreciate the video, please thumbs up the video. Please drop me a comment if you want to buy me a beer or a coffee. You can hit the super thanks button. It's the love heart under the video, and I'll give you a shout out in tomorrow morning's morning briefing. If you don't want to use that, there are other methods in the video description of how you can support me in this channel. You could be a channel member, for example, become part of the squad. Yes, you can do that. We will be live on here at 2 o'clock and 7 o'clock today, UK time, and that will apply on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, health permitting. And then on deadline day, I will be live from around 6 in the morning. Can you believe it? How's that for dedication, 6 in the morning. I don't know if I'll last right through to the end. That's what I always say to me last, but I'll give it a good fucking go. All right, see you in a bit.